In this tutorial, I'm going to do a quick review about how to create a basic table for your Science Expo visual using Google Spreadsheets. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go up here to cell A1 and I'm going to type out the title, which I'm using the alligator growth experiment as my example. Oops. And I'm going to, oops, got that misspelled. Let's make sure we fix our spelling. All right, I'm going to click out and into cell 1 and hold and drag over B1, C1 because I want to merge and then center it so it sits evenly over my table. So I'm going to go up to my toolbar up here, and right here is my merge cells. So I'm going to merge cells, and because in here it doesn't automatically align, I'm going to go to my alignment key and click center alignment. I'm going to skip a row to start my table. I'm going to start my first column heading, which is my test days, okay, the days that I did my experiment on. So test days, so I'm describing what's in that column. And then I'm going to go to the next column, which is my first measurable result, which is the size in centimeters square. Now, the only thing about Google Spreadsheet is that they do not have for some reason they don't have it where you can insert symbols. So there's one way you can do this is you can go to back to your drive and do real quick create a document and go in here and do an insert special characters. And you look for that character, and there's a lot of options in here, so probably numbers or something in that range. And when you go and find, see, there's the square right there. I'm going to insert the square. You can literally copy and paste it into this area right here. So I'm just going to CM and I'm going to copy and paste. See, it works just fine. And then I'm going to go to my next one, which is weight in grams. Okay, I'm putting it in parentheses, describing what the numbers are going to be in this list. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I can go ahead and center line these. So I'm going to center line those. And I'm going to start typing out my test day. So test, or day one. And I believe that you can bring this down, and it works a little different than Excel. So I'm just going to 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, click in here. I'm going to type out my centimeter square, my measurements, which is 18 centimeters square, 50 centimeters square, 95, 120, and 142. Now remember not to put in letters. It could do something, it may cause a problem when you insert your chart. We just want the numbers, okay? We've already described that this is centimeter square up in our heading, so you don't have to put it next to your number. All right, so I'm going to do 12 grams, 50 grams, 95 grams, 120, 142. There we go. Okay, so we have our basic setup. We have all our data and information placed. Now we're going to go ahead and make it look like a table. So I'm going to click and drag over the data, and I'm going to insert grid lines or border lines. And I'm going to click all borders. So now, there we go. Already it's starting to look more like a table. I also like to color my headings so that they stand out and you can read them quickly. So I'm going to click on a fill, do something like that. And sometimes I like to take my list of items I'm experimenting on and give it another color just so it stands out a little bit more. Remember that if you're using a really dark color, that you want your font color to be lighter so it stands out. Remember, this is all about readability. If you use colors, all kinds of crazy colors, and you don't have sort of a pattern going on, or you use dark fills with a dark font color, it makes it hard to read, and the whole point of this is to make it easy to read. So just keep that in mind when you're working, that you need to ask yourself, will the judges or will my teacher be able to read this easily? See, just by changing that color, it helps a little bit. You can go in here, you can also change the font style. However, in Google Spreadsheets, it doesn't give you as many options because this is read online, and when you're dealing with things that are read online, they tend to simplify and give you less options so all computers can read it easily. So just keep in mind you have not as many fonts. You can make it bold, you can make it italicized so it stands out more. You can even change the size of the font so it's a little bigger. Just you can play with this a little bit just to make this table nice and easy to read. All right, that's the end of our tutorial. The next one will be about how to take this chart and, or I should say this table, and create a chart or a graph using this Google spreadsheet.